So here we'll do prayer according to the Sunnah. From this I took out some of the notes and I'm just going to explain that, inshallah. So before we discuss about few points about water, how the water should be purified and what are the things. And in the previous class we discussed about the water purification. If water, how we know the water is purified or not? If the color of water is not changed, and if you smell it or if you feel it, that's okay, still you can use the water. But sometimes color may change because of it may be something good, purified thing, that's okay. But if impure thing is there, like purified thing, I mean to say, like sometimes leaves may fall on in the water, like you're doing wudu in a pond or the lake, that's okay, that's fine, but not the filthy thing. And in the purification of the water, there are n number of things which clears it, like water can be when you smell it, if you feel very filthy smell, not to use it, okay. And with the little water also, still you can do your wudu. But wudu is the essential part of our prayer. Without wudu prayer is not possible. It's the key thing. So here today we're gonna talk about wudu. What here today topic is ghusl, tayammum and wudu. But in ghusl it's a vast topic, so I'm gonna just cover today wudu and tayammum. So here one hadith comes, Hazrat bin Mas, he saw Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam not removing his socks. He was trying to remove his socks. In socks also I'm going to explain two things. One is made of leather and one is like normal what we wear these days, and one is made of wool, okay. So normal socks he was wearing it. Once you do the wudu, I'm talking about the thing when you wear socks and when you want to keep the socks after doing the wudu. This is the thing we are talking about right now, but later on I'm going to explain the method of wudu and everything from the book. So here when you are doing wudu and wearing the socks, normal socks, I'm not talking about the leather socks or anything. So the person who is local, the wudu will be there for good for 24 hours, then he can wear the socks. But what about once he did wudu, wear the socks, he has to use the washroom, okay. He went washroom, but again he want to do wudu. So what he or she will do, it's within the 24 hours, still he can make the wudu and do just not just wiping out, not removing the socks. For the local it's 24 hours, but for the person who is on the journey is for 3 days, okay. 3 days still you can wipe it from the socks. For the person who is traveling, that's the excuse which has been given for the traveler. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also used the thing which is called the leather socks and also the woolen one. In that also he did the same thing, but people ask about the shoes, okay. If they are wearing the shoe, they can do the same thing, but make sure no filth is on the shoe, no filth, okay. Just check your shoe, no filth on the shoe. But is it good for 24 hours? When you are doing wudu, you remove the socks, you understand, you are doing normal wudu, like all the whole thing wudu doing, then wearing the socks and the shoe, okay. But when you use the restroom, you are with the shoe on, you are at the work, you can't remove it. That time can you wipe on the shoe? Yes, within 24 hours for the local. Or what are the things, like maybe you have problem with the with the feet, if you make it red it's hard for you. This is the excuse given from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are not making it. It's from the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And here later on, in some people they call it jurabe, and the I think yeah. And there is one more thing talking about turban. So when Sahabi was there with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when they used to do wudu, he used to do from the turban. They didn't remove the turban or cap. But what about us? We have to put our hands inside, taking the water and wipe it. Okay? Wipe inside. Just loosen this. You don't have to, I'm not saying in the public restroom, but here we have separate everywhere. Even when you go to Makkah, Medina, same thing. Just loosen your scarf and then you can put your hand and do it. But don't think, okay, they are not removing turban or cap, we can do the same thing. No, it's mentioned in this. And there is one more book. So with reference of those book, I took out the notes, and this is how the things gonna be. And few things about breaking the wudu. What are the things that breaks the wudu? First and foremost, we know, like discharge of the air. Everybody knows, like breaking of the wudu. But sometimes some people, they have problem with the discharge, right? They have, every time they have white discharge. What about that? You have to go to the washroom every time when you have to do the salah. You have to use the washroom, clean it. If you are using napkin, that's also fine. Then do the fresh wudu. This is the thing. This breaks the wudu. Like you went, you did the wudu, you did the salah, and next time again you have that problem. Okay, this is the problem some girls also have, some women have. So if you have that problem, or sometimes you have that feeling, oh, something is, go and check in the bathroom. Just wash it clearly, then do the wudu again. That's the thing. Okay, then you're good to do the salah. What about there are two things in Arabic, they are called it sabilain. Sabilain means two passage. One passage which we use for the bathroom when urinate, and the other for the clearing our bowl. If something comes out from there, it means you have to do the wudu again. I hope you understand it. If you don't, please let me know. Please ask me. These are the two things. Sometimes you may feel, our days are very close and you feel something. And that time you need to check. That's fine. It means, no, I'm sure, pretty sure that, my wudu is not there. I have to use the washroom. That's it. Then use it. If it's clear, then do the wudu. But sometimes, some problem, many different kind of problems people may have. But these are the two places which, make your wudu invalid. What about you are done with the wudu and you came out and you feel very scratchy and you are not supposed to touch the private thing. You can scratch from outside, but if you scratch it from inside, your wudu is broken. You can do it from outside, but not that much, like you feel you lost your khushu. But make sure you do it from the outside. If you do it from inside, the wudu will be broken. Okay, what about, like, I was waiting for salah and I feel sleepy and I slept. Wudu is broken. How? Because I'm in a deep sleep, like I was just, it's not like I'm straightened up and I'm sitting like this, I'm just waiting, and sometimes my eyes are closing. That's fine. But what about, like I'm doing like this and then started snoring and I'm feeling relaxed? It means you slept. That time you don't know what you have gone through. You understand? We are talking about again sabilain, the two passage. We don't know. We are not sure about it. So it means once you slept, it means it's fard to do the wudu. Okay. In some sects, people talk about vomiting and nose bleeding it invalidates their wudu. No, it's incorrect. That hadith is da'if. Vomiting does not break wudu unless you force yourself.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allah